up in slingshot land. Here's my big head in the sun.
What's up, everyone? Paul, Brooke,
Hello, people.
Vinny.
People from colder climes. I'm going to zoom out. There we go. I'll zoom back in on the targets when people care. There you go.
This is just a throwing together live tonight. I asked Adam if he wanted to go, and he's like, "Sure, let me go put my chickens
Yeah,
out,
why
and we'll go."
Yep. Free. I cried havoc and let slip the poultry of war. So I'll just hang up these slingshots on here.
Rex, hello, buddy.
And
Doggy Bone.
well. It's Rex.
This is what I'm working on. Somebody has a wrist rocket that wants a band for it, where the rubber goes across your wrist.
That's cool.
So I'm working on making them a band where they can just slide the 2 pegs in where the pencils are. You know what I mean? The pencils are going to go with it.
Yeah.
So I made that one, and I'm
Hey,
started a second one.
I reckon we should look at whether you can create them for like watch straps.
Yeah,
like make
you
them
can buy
maybe not out of paracord.
You can buy the kits to make them out of whatever and clip them to watches. You can buy the piece that clips to the watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful weather. Well, it is Australia and it is our summer, so beautiful is a relative term, Brooke. If you don't have warm weather, it's beautiful. If you live in it all the time, it gets a little tiresome sometimes. People say, "Oh no, I would never get bored of it," but you know, if you have several days of 105 to 110 and high humidity, it gets a little bit taxing.
Well, Robert, you guys don't have pigeons down there, do you?
Woo, who made that then? Eh?
I don't know. He better go back to school. Whoever made it.
It's yeah, I know. It's some dodgy guy in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say about do we have pigeons here?
Yeah.
As in rock doves, as in the grey ones.
Yeah,
we do. They're a feral species. They're not indigenous, so they're not really protected over here. Which is a good thing because they're basically flying rats. You could let pigeons
loose over there too.
Yeah. Some people still do the homing pigeon thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Can anyone see those targets? They seem like they're a million miles away. So in the best interests of YouTube, I'm going to claim that I'm shooting from 150 meters. Okay, so as you can see, they're at least 100 meters away.
Sorry, Jorge, I was trying to
¿Cómo estás?
get Adam on here and figure time zones out and all that crap.
Fantastic, Hoggy. You've got better eyesight than everyone else. You've got better eyesight than me, mate.
You shooting clay?
Boom. Yeah, shooting clay. This is a corrupted band set.
A corrupted band.
So this band, I had some problems. This is the first time it's happened with this latex, and I'm thinking it may be an age thing, something to do with the way I've stored it, or me being really rough with the band set when I was using it. But I started to get it started to get holes on the latex, not at the edge, just like a little hole just appeared. And eventually it snapped, and it snapped a good way away from where I tied it, like sort of here, where the hole was.
Yeah.
Which basically made my long draw set not quite short draw. Not quite. I mean, if I shoot this short draw, it's what I term particularly weak. You know, it's like maybe a third full extension. So it will shoot clay 10 meters with a little bit of drop. but it's
Okay.
pointless. I mean, but it's not long enough for me to do proper long draw. It's a full extension there. So
PEDs
I'm basically
outdoors.
shooting because I cut it down. So basically, it's full extension until it breaks.
Yeah.
I gotta roll with it. Yeah. So anyway, this is my tree of doom. As you can see, I've got my catch bag, my old catch bag, because I've ordered a new deluxe one that's going to get delivered to England. So when I arrive in England, I'll have a catch bag for my travels.
There you go.
Bag, and I use that for steel. And then I've got. I'm gonna lie about this because this will be really entertaining. Because I'm shooting at 150 yards. Obviously, this top spinner is
Left in.
that's a 20 mil. No, it's an 80 mil. It is a ball bag, Paul. Yes. So that's an 80 mil with a 60 underneath. We've got a bottle to be like Rex because everyone wants to be like Rex. We have a little blue wiffle ball which is 40 mil. We've got a can which is black and not showing up very well. We've got a bean can and we've got a half-size bean can. So the one that's only supposedly one portion of beans. But it clearly is not one portion of beans because no one could survive off that few baked beans. Whoa. Like I'm the guy who'll eat an entire family-sized tin of beans, and this is where Paul will come up with some suitable joke relating to flatulence. So anyway, so I hope you can hear them at least when I hit them.
Yeah, you can hear him,
Yeah,
Todd.
I got big balls. She got big balls. We got big balls, Al. Baked beans in maple syrup. What horror will you think of next? The whole point is you have your bacon in maple syrup, and you have it with beans, but you don't put maple syrup in the beans. That's just wrong. It's like pineapple on pizza. Hey, see what I did there? I've just opened a can of worms, or a can of
Yeah, you
pineapple,
did.
or a can of beans. Now I'm going to try and shoot a can. Oh, just missed it. This is my first shots of the day. And it's quite early still, despite the apparent lateness of the day in terms of the weather. It's actually only just past 10. Yeah, well, it would be, Paul, because
Yeah,
you're
it's
weird.
just past 7 here.
Okay, this frame is now shooting to the right since I cut this band set down. How embarrassing. There we
What's
go.
that? What frame's that on?
Where's the what?
What frame is that on?
Oh, it's my fork hit
Shot.
drop shot. Yeah, I'm just liking it because I can shoot with it and it doesn't hurt my thumb quite so much. If I shoot for a long time, anyway.
Right.
Big Z's in the house. Good to see you, brother.
Zach
And
made it?
hello to everyone. I'm sorry, I haven't been going. Hello, Al. Hello, Hoggy. Hello, Zach. Hello, Knuckle. Hello, but hello, everyone. I did say hello to Brooke.
Hello. We know how you are, Adam.
Oh, that was a neat hole. Punched through that.
Uh-oh, I hear whistles.
Let's go for the 80.
Hey, at least the Australian whistles sound the same as American whistles.
At least Australian sirens sound the same. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Well,
Yeah.
it depends. Yeah, I mean, we probably buy them from the same Chinese company. That's why. Although soon that will not be the case for you guys, will it? It'll be Annie. Cool. You got 22 people in here.
It was
Hit
up
that like button, guys.
40 there a
Get
little bit
Leon some
ago.
love. I don't care about that sort of stuff. I'm still on my 100 subscribers or whatever it is, my 101. The nice round number. Oh, it might be 101 now, but
Hello, Annie.
101 Dalmatians, 101 subscribers. That's me. Smack. Let's see if we can cut this can over the course of the live.
There you go.
Oops. Well, not with that shot. That was a flyer.
Adam Down Under is Adam's channel. Rex or somebody can grab it and put it up.
Oh, sorry, Brooke. Yeah, I followed you the other day. I think, Brooke. I don't know. So maybe I'm in your subscriber list and you'll be able to. You know, but I can. Yeah, it's sling
Luke,
shooting
whoa.
down under.
Sorry
Just
about
all
missed
one
you,
word.
Luke.
Sling shooting down under. Hoggy, I got me some tubes, boy. And this is my first time shooting tabs. So I put some tabs on the other day. And
Oh yeah?
yeah. And yeah, it's working. I like it more. I like it more
Well, that's
than yeah, I like it more than just like putting the tubes straight in the clips or wrap and tucking them.
Yeah.
For some reason, tubes seem to have more external friction
Yeah.
than flat bands. You know what I mean? Like they don't.
Right.
If you're not shooting slope tips, tubes really catch on it, and it sometimes throws the shot completely. And I'm like, where did that come from? My release was perfect, everything was right, and the ball goes off like 4 meters off to the right or off to the left. I know you do, Hoggy. That's why I showed you, mate. And that
Right.
is a lanyard made by some sort of mal-coordinated geezer, i.e., me. That was
That guy does a
ages
better
ago.
job than the guy that does it professionally.
It's my first. It's my first and only one because I made one and I was like, that hurt my hand. I'm tired with that. And I was going for ages, and then when I actually turned it into a lanyard, I was like, that's pathetically short. I thought it was big enough, but I'd measured everything wrong. Hey, Thomas. Hey,
It takes
Weston.
almost a foot of cord for an inch of braid.
Yeah, and no one told me that, and I didn't bother researching it or anything, did I? Rick, good to see you, buddy.
Thomas, Rick,
How's things in the Pacific Northwest, my friend? Nice and cold, along with half the United States.
All right, I'm putting that
Worty
up before I
Dawds.
screw it up.
Worty Dawds apart sling shooting. What are Worty Dawds? Yeah, cold.
Cold everywhere.
Oh, that's what I mean.
I'm gonna put that off to the side. We'll play with it later. I can't screw it up for the person. I can't screw
I
it
don't
up.
think that clay ammo is going to fly straight.
Oh yeah,
It's
you get
got
one
a
of them
complete.
little wingers.
It's totally flat on one side. It's not a bean even. Like I've had a few beans, but this one is just literally totally flat on one side. I don't know whether you can see that, but just we'll see. We'll see how it flies. Ooh, where is everyone? Ooh, fine home painting. Who else do we have in here? Luke. Luke's
Oh,
here.
what's up, Brad?
Thomas. Looking forward to meeting
I
all you
gotta band
guys.
this up. I'm gonna shoot this one this week.
Oh yes. Is that okay? Yeah. So it's the
Pink and
little.
green.
Yeah, very cool.
With a black liner.
Kangaroos. It's okay, Brooke. I'll send you a message with it, or if someone can link to my channel for Brooke. I don't know. I might
Corey,
have
can you
put an
go out
underscore
and
in there
come
just to
back
make it
in and
really difficult.
put Adam's channel up, please? If they don't put it up, Brooke, I'll send it to Vinny's. I'll send Vinny a text message with it later.
There's hillbillies.
Yeah.
Remind you how to do what, Jorge?
You gotta go out of the live and go to their channel and come back in. I'd do it, but I can't do it while I'm live.
That's one of those little Amiga or Omega leather cans that has been well used. It basically stays outside all the time now. So it looks a bit like the skin of old Australian people. Brown and hard and slightly cracked and wrinkly. I'm just waiting for it to develop some sort of pernicious skin cancer from the
Thanks,
UV.
Warren. I guess I could dig some bands out and put on this while I'm talking.
There's a bottle for you, Rex. The Big
Rex
Bang
not in
bottle,
here at the
what I
moment.
call it.
He had to take off for a minute, he said. So I got some of this to try.
Now it's back to front. Is that the one that Roland was trying and
Yeah, the new AK Velocity from Lost.
Yeah. So obviously
Natural killer.
that's something that if anyone needs me to mule latex back from the UK, if you want any of the like UK brands that are really hard to get a hold of in the States because they cost a fuck ton to ship out, and if you don't want to pay shipping, right? I'm happy to, or you only want to pay domestic shipping. I'm happy to pick up a bunch of different things, Dark Destroyer and other
I think I got enough
bands.
pre-mades in here.
Well, I know you have. I'm just talking about anyone who's in the chat. They go, I've always wanted to try that AK Velocity, but it costs this much to get it shipped from whoever, or like if I don't know whether are Omega shipping it now?
Cool dudes. I got one or cool dudes in here that get it for me when they make an order.
Sweet. Okay.
Because they know my poor ass can't afford the shipping from there.
Yeah, no, Rick, it doesn't work that way, mate. So the mirror image stuff does suck. I think there is a setting that you can set up to get it to flip it for you as well, or for viewers. But we don't see things flipped. We see things upside down. So currently Leon is hanging from the ceiling like a huge bat, like a huge hairy bat whose beard defies gravity. It does have a good smack.
Natural.
I hung it in your honor, sir. That's the only reason that bottle is there is because of you, Rex. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have it there.
Dave sent me some pre-cut latex that I tied up last live. He cut them to 330 millimeters for me. He sent me some
full butterfly,
cyan,
yeah,
0.5 and the new Sniper Sling Black.
Yep. So is
0.5.
that's full butterfly 330?
Yeah. Should be.
Okay. Well, it would be for me, but like you're a man mountain. You have longer arms than me, probably.
I haven't tried it yet. I can get 290. I can get a little over 3/4, and that's maxed out.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I'll try some of the new Sniper Sling when I'm out in the States. I'm not going to buy any right now because I never really got on with Sniper Sling latex, but I'll certainly give it a go when I'm out. If people have some, I'll give it a go. I'll speak to Nathan at one of the tournaments and grab a roll from him or Jordan or someone who's peddling it.
Yeah.
Like latex dealers, some latex dealer.
Manny, hello, buddy. I seen you there, but I was going to cut Adam off.
Sorry, brother, I was babbling again. Yeah, what's new?
Somebody's got to do the talking because I ain't.
What's what?
One of us has to do the talking because I ain't.
Is that you only want me for my babble? I'm hurt. I'm
No,
hurt by your indifference.
far from it, bro. Far from it.
That's the first time I've ever been distracted by a butterfly during release.
Oh, of all things at all times.
Anyway, bucket list item ticked. Distracted by butterfly.
Oh shit. So I've been making these other well, let me find them.
Yeah, do that double tap. It's sling shooting down under, doggy. Sling shooting down under, not Adam down under. I think I was Adam down under for a while, but I can't remember. I can't remember why I changed it. Oh, something to do with sling shooting. Anyway, I'm
Corey
not.
must not be able to find it either.
There's some old content on there, and I haven't uploaded anything for age. But I hope to create some more content while I'm traveling around. But I suspect all the YouTube content that will get created while I'm traveling will be with other creators. You know, it'll be me rocking up at Andy Lighton's house and going, "Hey, Andy, we should go live." And then he'll like go, "I've got someone here," and I'll just stick my head in. You know, I'm doing good, Manny. I'm actually doing quite good, mate, for a change. My
Yeah,
back's killing
Ropa
me, but
got it.
it's an ongoing thing.
But
Did Robert put it for me?
yeah.
You're a star, Robert. I mean, that'll be why nobody can find it. It's because I put that stupid underscore between sling shooting and down under.
Annie asked the question there, what would be a good starter slingshot? And Rex put the mega slings up there. They got a bunch of good ones. Simple Shot has the Scout or the
yeah.
and
Wasp has
Sniper Sling has some too.
Has the Enzo and the Unifox. They're really affordable and they give you lots of options. I mean, the good thing about this slingshot or the Enzo as a beginner slingshot is it gives you all the options. You buy a set of clips with it. You can do wrap and tuck. You can do clipped. You can do over the top. You can do through the forks. You can do pinky hole, no pinky hole. You can do brace grip. You can do pinch grip. You can even do hammer grip, although it's not ideal. But with the pinky hole, you can get it to not rotate. Like if I stick my pinky through the pinky hole, that's not twisting, you know? So I can even just hold it like a hammer. And I think that's the attraction of it. It's cheap, it's durable, it's not unattractive, right? If that bothers you. And it's comfortable in the hand and it's, cheap. Nobody cares about what, big boy? You? I don't know.
One of you guys take care of that.
That's all right. I'm happy to let him just sit here and be a twat and make himself look completely sad and pointless. My life's so empty that I have to visit YouTube and troll people's lives. Because I'm a child. He's probably about 11. And he definitely has a tiny wiener. Don't you, big boy? Because you're not big, are you? You're a little boy. Because no one spells boy with an I unless they're little, unless they have a tiny wiener and they're very, very insecure. Ah, shit, mate. He got X'd just as I was insulting him.
I don't even give him the time of day. I don't even talk back to him.
I say leave the trolls in. It's fun to tear strips off them.
Nope, I don't let it distract me and the other people in the chat.
Oh, you're so easily distracted. Ah, blessed.
But you just spent 2 minutes on a nobody that you could have spent 2 minutes on somebody that matters to us.
That's true. That's true. Thank you, Daddy. I shall do what you say, Commander in Chief.
No,
It is your
you
live
understand where
after, so
I'm coming from.
no, I get it. I get it.
I wasn't
Oh
being rude
no,
or anything.
Jorge didn't get to use his wrench. You've given so many people wrenches, Leon. They're now competing for the chance to kick people out. I say just give everyone a wrench. Give Annie a wrench. Give Brooke a wrench. Give everyone a wrench.
If I know him,
Wrenches
I'll give
rock.
him a wrench. That's what I'm doing. But if I don't know you, I ain't giving you a wrench.
I don't need a wrench. I
You
shall
have
beat
one
them
on
to
here.
death with my wit and sagacity and stupid, huge vocabulary.
But anyhow, what I was saying is I found a whole bunch of these that I forgot I had. They're skeleton keys.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I've been making wrap and tuck
See, those
tools with one
those are
attached
super
to
cool.
it. So if anybody'd like
You
one, I have a few to spare.
pick
I got
me,
you one, Adam. I have one for
me,
you.
and
Um,
they're the really cool thing is that I literally see those being the sort of thing that are laid out on a big piece of velvet in one of those glass cases for sale in like Covent Garden Market or somewhere like that in London. It literally is the sort of stuff they sell to American tourists in London.
right.
Yeah. So you need an Etsy shop, mate, because Etsy, I know they rip you off for the cut, but that's the sort of stuff people will buy on Etsy, especially if you attach it to thinner paracord as a phone
Right.
lanyard, right?
Yeah.
For kids with their
Well,
phones, so they can have a little
it's
little
attached
key dangling.
with
Yeah,
microcord.
yeah, fantastic. That's so cool.
And I've been making ones with
Hey, Lone Swinger.
piece of antler in them too. So if you guys are interested in a different weird kind of wrap and tuck tool, just let me know. I don't think I have any with the antler out here at the moment.
Are you talking to me, doggy? You still can't find my YouTube channel? Someone posted it further up. Um,
Ropa posted it up in the chat.
yeah, if you look for Robert's post, Roper. Hey, Christian, you didn't know because your cruel Australian friend didn't bother contacting you because I'm crap. Sorry, buddy. Plus, I didn't know that you'd be out of bed at this massively early time of the morning.
Chris. Yeah, I didn't message you either, Chris. I thought you were busy working, buddy. That's my fault. There's so many people I can't message everybody. You know what I mean? I try
There's
to,
no
but
blame, Leon, no blame involved. Oh, well, that's the can disappeared. I haven't cut it in half. I've just tangled it up in the tree. Still up there. I just can't really see it anymore.
yeah. When you
I'm just.
taking off to the UK, Adam?
When do I take off to the UK?
Yeah.
I fly out the evening of the 3rd, which would be the morning of the 3rd for you guys. And then I get to England because of the time difference.
There's
I
some
get
pretty
there
blue ones.
the morning of the 4th, I think. So I'm traveling for like 33 hours, but I get there something like 13 hours later. So I leave I think I leave 7:30 p.m. here, and I get in at like 10:30 a.m.
Little blue
Yes,
ones.
literally next week, Chris. you can see how organized I am.
I try not
Get
to
some
remind
spicy
you so
curry
your
pot noodles.
anxiety doesn't go through the roof.
Yeah, curry pot noodles were definitely better than the chicken ones. The chicken ones had a rather disturbing green-yellow color.
Did you try toad curry yet?
Toad curry, no. No,
many as you
definitely not with
got.
those toads as well, because they're poisonous.
Yeah, I was joking,
They're
buddy.
really, really toxic. However, in non-lethal quantities, it's quite psychoactive as well. So you can get real
All
high on
right,
it.
Jose.
My older dog used to go and
Right.
lick them just for shits and giggles. He'd go out and he'd find a toad and he'd go and he'd lick it and he'd come back in and his eyes would be like saucers and he'd be frothing and staggering around, bouncing off walls, high as a kite. And he'd do it again and again. I mean, you couldn't dissuade him from. He actually liked getting high. He was he's not a strange dog at all. He's a very evolved dog, actually.
Yeah, I forget what
When
that
you
was.
move
That they
back,
like chewing on cane toads to get high.
so when I get back, I get a parcel from the UK for you, sling mail. What do you mean? Like, as it parcel? So you're getting a parcel from the UK shipped to me. Is that what you're saying, Chris? And I'm going to miss it because I'm not here. If it turns up and I'm not here, I'll leave my landlord instructions to just forward it on to you.
They said it's coming the 3rd. When you
It's
get
coming
back, a
on the
parcel
3rd.
from the UK for me will be to you. It's for
Well,
him, but
if
it's
it
coming to
arrives,
you.
if it arrives before the 3rd, obviously I'll deal with it. If it arrives on the 3rd, I may be able to deal with it because I'm not flying out till the evening. So I'll be leaving here middle of the afternoon. So if it arrives in the morning, I can sort it. But if you're happy to wait till I'm back, that's fine, mate. It'll just be several months. Oh yeah, Paul, that's my superpower. Happens all the time, mate. I just have strangers come up to me in the airport and go, "See the suitcase here? You're flying that class. You've got baggage allowance. Why don't you just take my bag through?" And I go, "Sure, mate. I don't know you, but
I put this DNA wrap on my little time fid.
I like that. That's cool. Thanks, doggy.
I've been
Appreciate that, man.
trying to keep my mind
I mean, I'm
busy
not trying to
lately.
monetize my channel or anything, but every sub, it's more so that you can follow the intermittent posts that I might make on YouTube.
He very rarely posts anything. I'm thinking where I have the other ones that I made. Oh, they're over there. I'll dig them out, I guess. I'm about out of ATO stickers. So if anybody, I got like 3 or 4
Well,
left. So the next 3 or 4 orders,
reuse it
get
if you
them.
can.
This is one I made myself. This one doesn't go anywhere. But it's on a piece of antler.
That's nice too. That's cool, man.
You can see it better.
We'll chat while I'm staying in Pennsylvania. We'll chat about you making something specific for me. Perhaps not a wrap
Yeah.
tie tool because I definitely don't need more than one of them because I don't use them.
I got 40, 50 of them laying around.
My
Then
wrap
I
and tuck
made
game
these
is pretty
out of
on point
longer
these
ones.
days.
But that's just a piece of antler that I use as a fid for tying knots.
Yeah, you see, you ruined it by telling people what you use it for. You should have said, "Here's a piece of antler. What do you think I use it for?" And then, of course, Paul would just jump in there with a range
More
of
of them.
stuff that is.
There's a double antlered one. Here's a whole bunch more. I got them
Just too many
everywhere.
bits. Picking your nose, that would be a good one. Retrieving clay ammo. Yeah, Robert, I used to retrieve my clay all the time, but I was shooting into a catch box or a catch bag. Now I'm just shooting them into the wilds. I don't collect them. However, if I'm shooting cans, they often collect in the can, in which case I will grab them
Because if I have an
back.
extra piece of paracord, I got to tie it into a wrap and tuck cord instead of throwing it out.
Yeah,
So they just add up,
absolutely.
and I throw I just throw the
Someone
whole
might,
handful of people's boxes.
someone might use it, you know. Oh, Paul!
Like
Now the options are getting more unpleasant.
Paul said he's going to send me a bunch of magnets to try to make into items, so we're going to do that too here coming up. I think that'd be pretty neat.
What I am noticing is because I shoot here all the time, there's this gap here in the foliage.
Yes, they
That
do,
was dense
Robert.
foliage when I started shooting, and it's just getting ripped through by all the pass-through ammo. It's weird. I've got like this little see-through hole, and if you go up close, there's a tree in there, and its branches just peppered with holes.
Paul, you never cease to amaze me with your comments, buddy. They're always out in left field.
Yeah, in acetone, so probably midweek.
No, the one before that about the antler.
So the prostate checker.
Yeah.
See, and this is why I need offset handles, right? This is it. This is why I need offset handles, because that is reasonably comfortable. But if you drop my hand down, so if I look at this one, when my hand's lower down, this finger is higher up, and this finger is higher up, the thumb. And so the thumb is at an angle where it starts to get really strained.
Yeah.
So it's comfortable to hold, but if I shoot with it for a long time, my thumb gets tired. Whereas with an offset handle, because the thumb's more extended, it's straighter and more locked out. It doesn't get as tired. And given that, my main problem is the arthritis in this thumb, right? Look at that lumpy carbuncle.
Yeah.
Chewy. Gristly. So, yeah, I'm really liking offset handles now. I think I'm going to trade or give away my Scout X while I'm over in the States. And I also have one of Christian's frames, which I've had for a very long time. It was the first frame he gifted me. I love it. But if there's someone who shoots big frames that I meet, like 105 mil, I may well trade and that, because
the
I just don't
person I know that likes that size
it.
frame is Paul.
And Andy Lightham.
Andy Lowe. Oh yeah, but nobody's heard from him. I've heard from him.
I spoke to someone who said they chatted to him last week or the week before.
Yeah, I talked to him last week, but I'm
assuming he's just got life stuff going on there.
Yep. But. Yepper. And he's pursuing other hobbies.
The Brotherhood of the Hairy Fish. God, our lives get very surreal sometimes, don't they? All you got to have is Al and Paul, and it's like the Al, Paul, and Hoggy. It's the perfect storm.
Yeah. Can you imagine all three of them at fucking ECST?
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant.
Be a blast.
Assuming Paul makes it.
It's going to be a blast. Paul's making it.
Oh, you decided for him, did you, Leon?
Yep, Paul's coming.
We are all your brethren, Paul.
If
you are all my children.
If Adam decided that I'm going, no matter what.
Oh, yeah, I fucking decided you were going.
I'm deciding Paul's going no matter what.
How you doing, man? I decided you were going because, quite frankly, it would be rude for you not to if I'm going, and I'm going to be literally local to you a day or two before ECST. Like if I'm staying in Altoona,
minutes from
and if I have to drive, but more relevantly, I have to drive through Hollidaysburg to get to ECST. Right, I literally have to. It would be like me driving down and going, "I'm going to ECST. See you, Leon." As I drive past, I just pull the fucking horn, mate. That would be it. It's like, who the fuck's doing that? Oh, it's that Adam. So, plus, I mean, got to get you practicing your driving again.
He's looking for living conditions at ECST.
Who is?
Paul.
Well, yeah, but we've talked about that. Paul just doesn't pay attention to me.
Okay. Did you hear that, Paul? Message Adam.
Yeah. I mean, but I'll be. So I'm going to get. Yeah. I mean, well, I haven't booked anything, and I will at some point, but probably not till after April. And it'll just be a big place. And I'm just going to get a big place from Thursday night through to Monday, and then. I mean, I'm still waiting for them to confirm the dates exactly, because they haven't, as far as I know. It's just, it's always the last weekend in May, first weekend in June, right? The May-June weekend. Is that Labor Day weekend? I don't know. I'm not in touch with Australian holidays, let alone American ones.
It's always the last weekend in May.
Right. Okay. So assuming that it's still the last weekend in May, I plan on getting a place from the Thursday, which I think is the 27th, 28th, through to Monday the 2nd.
Okay.
Right. And I'll just get a big place. And if it has a sex dungeon, Paul, you can stay there. It's fine. Because none of us will be using it, because we're all old and deficient.
Or you can call the couch or something there, and you can stay on it. It doesn't have to have that.
Well, it also depends on whether he's bringing his dog. It also depends on whether he's bringing his kid. So this is another thing. So it's actually more dependent on Paul's plans than my plans, because my plans will happen regardless. And I'm already
right.
I've already had, it's probably going to be me, Leon, Ethan, and possibly Weston, and possibly Paul. So there you go. Team sling shooting down under, up over. Because I can't have a catchy name like Team Omega or Team RVA. I have to be Team Sling Shooting Down Under Up Over. You can be.
RVA,
Fetch the gimp.
They bring their tents and they take up the whole shooting range. They get put up out away from people because they party at night.
Well, that's all right. We can, if we get fucked off with the partying on site, we can always go back to the massive palatial place that we're all staying in and party there.
There you go.
Going to that annoying stage where cutting this can is going to be a bit of a pain. Team Down Under. Could be, but I won't be down under when I get there. Reedy Creek. Not really, no. But there's there are a lot of reedy creeks, and so I'm probably close to a reedy creek somewhere, as in named Reedy Creek, not just a creek with reeds in it. And also, even if it was close, it's Australia, so it might not be close. It might be several hundred kilometers away, but that's close. So. When you get in the habit of doing 40K school runs and stuff, when you're doing 30 miles to drop your kid to school, everything becomes a bit closer. I don't have to do that anymore, but I used to have to do that twice a day. So. That was a Rex bang. Rex bang.
Rex has some pretty good targets that make some pretty good noises.
Yeah, it's all about the. I'm like Rex. I just shoot big targets. I mean, I hang up the smaller targets to pretend that I'm accurate.
Well, you guys are more accurate than you let on.
I'm in Brisbane, doggy. I'm not in Brisbane. I'm north of Brisbane at the moment. I'm in a place called Caboolture, mate. Cabo, as we call it around here. Cabo, and not Cabo Wabo, Cabo. So you can look it up in the map. Go to Brisbane and just go north up the motorway, and there's a place called Caboolture. and a road out to a place called Bribey Island. I'm kind of around there.
Chad made it.
Chad.
I don't think I said hello to Lone Slinger either. I'm sorry.
I said hello to Lone, but it got lost in the babble, probably. Chad, what the hell is going on in the NHL, mate? You guys are doing quite well, liking what Minnesota are doing at the moment. Dubious about the latest Avs trade, but there we go. These are their businesses, and that's the way it goes. So this is happening again. It's the same band.
What latex is that?
See those little holes?
Yeah. What latex is it?
It's Omega White. Omega Premium White,
Crazy.
0.45.
It's crazy.
I guess I got not a bad batch, but just the end of the roll had been peppered or got inconsistencies in the latex, because this is the end of the roll. But then that wouldn't have been the end of the roll. That would have been the middle of the big roll that got cut off. But
right.
Well, okay, Weston, let's just take a little break here. Since I brought it up and since you responded. It seems crazy. Yeah, I see Rex is out. Now we're not talking NASCAR or like them drag racing things. We're talking hockey. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm out. See you later, bro.
Rex is leaving.
Go easy. Yeah.
Later, Rex.
So yeah. So the Avs trade. So for those of you who don't follow the hockey, the Colorado Avalanche have a player called Mikko Rantanen, who's played with them for a while. He's amongst the best players in the league. He's consistently a 50 goal a season guy. He's over 100 points a season. You know, he's a good player, and he's a solid player, and he's also part of the core offense of the team. And now the Avalanche have literally just announced we're trading him for a couple of guys from Carolina and some picks, like draft picks. And everyone's like, what the fuck? This is madness. Like, why would you do that on the run to a Stanley Cup and blah, blah, blah. It actually makes a lot of sense when you break it down because, and this is mainly for Western, if you don't already know. It makes a lot of sense because he was an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. So there was a chance. It's obvious that the cap has had an effect. They can't afford to pay him. They're already paying Nathan McKinnon $14 million. They've got him. He's currently a 9.6 million player. So he was probably asking for more. He's probably like, I'm as important as Nate Dogg. I want 12 million or I want 11 million. I don't want 9.6. If you're going to re-sign me, you have to give me double figure millions. And they looked at the budget and just went, we can't afford them. We just can't afford it. And they negotiated, didn't get what they wanted. And so they ended up trading him to Carolina. However, you reckon the Canes won that trade. You see, I think long-term, Avalanche won the trade. However, short-term, absolutely Carolina won the trade. But it's only a short-term thing. Yeah, someone's definitely going to break Wayne's record. Alex is heading there rapidly. I think, what is it, 10 to go, 9 to go? And the Bruins are, looking good. They beat my team the other night, albeit by 1 goal, but hey.
I'm sorry. I don't care who you are.
That's enough hockey talk.
Nobody is worth $14 million to whack a fucking ball around.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just like we're talking silly money. It's typical American sport money. You know, it's nothing compared to basketball players or baseball players, but it's still a shit ton of money. I mean, no one needs 14 million a year to live off. Let's face it. Even to live off and have a luxurious existence and put enough money away to keep them rich for the rest of their lives. You know?
Nope.
Oh my God, I didn't hear about that, Weston. Oh, what? When he broke his leg earlier? I didn't. I thought, fuck, has he broken his leg again? That freaked me out. Switched to the mini because I don't trust those bands now. They've got like Swiss cheese holes. So I rebanded this as well because I finally broke the 8mm band set that was on it. I probably put 1,000 shots through it or something, and it finally broke.
Yeah.
So I put a new set on, and now this fucker is shooting completely differently. Still an 8mm straight band set, same latex, pretty much same length, same ties, but it's before. I think it might just be because it's brand new latex. It's a little more snappy. Whereas the old set, I didn't have to compensate as much because it was dropping. Right. I couldn't see it drop. This is not dropping at all. And so I'm having a gap shoot by a metric shit ton. I probably won't hit anything. Just warning you all, I'll just be flying. Stuff will just be flying into the bushes.
I spoiled Weston and sent him a 16-10 long draw band set, and he fell in love with it.
Yeah, that's all my band sets now. 1610, 20, 250 active length, or thereabouts.
Yeah,
I'm not anal about my active length because I have so many different frames and they're all different widths and they're all different styles, and I have to dial myself in with every frame when I pick it up. I can't just pick it up and immediately shoot it. But once I'm dialed in, and I don't think it really matters what I've got on it, what latex, what I'm shooting, what ammo. What is that?
Sniper sling point.
I don't have my glass.
18 to 12.
0.4.
18 to 12.
Okay, I'll look into getting some 0.4.
It's a new black.
I'll cut it 1610 like this long. So.
Bushcraft, what's up, buddy?
This thing is just not shooting how it used to shoot. I'm really disappointed. I actually got this totally dialed in. So by the time the bands broke, I was plinking like a boss with this because it just felt natural to just get.
When I said I shot them mini frames, everybody laughed. You, but
why?
Now everybody's shooting them.
What, the minis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
You guys
it was just something new, and it wasn't. It was new, but it wasn't as scary as a pickle fork. But I mean, between you and Ethan, I'll end up having to learn pickle fork this trip.
If he comes out of hiding.
He's not exactly in hiding. He's just being very quiet.
Yeah. I hope he.
You can see that I'm really accurate with this. I haven't hit anything yet.
Yeah, I need one of them too.
I need a roper slingshot.
Yeah, he respawns, Paul. Okay, it's just not like he used to respawn.
Oh, ye of little faith down under the catapults. Chris, come on, man.
What's going on there, buddy?
Don't give up, brother. You don't have to switch. I haven't switched. I mean, I just shoot long draw by preference. But if you give me a short draw band set and it's on a frame, I'll shoot it short draw. I just go thumb over and I'm.
Al went from shooting, but it's more comfortable. 1mm bands to short draw to shooting 0.45 long draw, and he loves it.
Yeah, I mean,
See, I even made
And the thing is that
one of my
I haven't cronied this, but I bet you anything this mini is
hooks. Just a little plastic hook. I don't know where it comes from, but I made a tool out of it. If it has a hole in it, I'll make a tool out of it. It
looks like that's a quote of the day. I'm sure Paul can do something with that.
If it has a hole in it, I'll make a tool out of it. I like the hook because I can hook it onto my finger and it stays there.
Is that happening, Paul? I was going to ask you because every time I drop into a live and you've made some cryptic title for it, like shooting the dick out of something or whatever. I'm like, will it be the day? Will it be the prototype? And then it isn't. And I'm so disappointed. So I'm waiting. Where is
I
the
can just
rooster?
imagine what you two have conjured up.
That would be
You and
great. Yeah,
Adam.
we'd need a
You and
t-shirt. If it has a
you and
hole,
Paul.
I'll make a tool out of it.
Oh
But
shit.
it has to be one of those quote t-shirts where it's like, if it has a hole, I'll make a tool out of it, and then a little line and Squatch Shot. You know, so
Yeah,
it's like
that'd be
you
cool.
know who's quoted it. You get the credit.
Oh, did you see Jorge picked up a pickle fork and is doing pretty good with it.
Sorry,
Little kid
sorry,
just came
I
out
get
of Adam.
excited when I hit
That
something.
was great.
Yay!
That was fucking great.
Oh,
Jorge picked up
it's
a.
so much more rewarding hitting something with this than
Oh
it is
yeah,
with one of my normal planes. I'm like, every
I
time I hit
got
something,
a
I'm like,
bunch of them.
yes, I am a fucking sniper, right?
See them all over there.
So many others on my.
All the little mini
Ooh, no.
frames.
Yeah, I'm liking this little mini. I'm actually really good. This was a gift from Mikey Paul,
See them right
and
there.
I'm really grateful to him for including it. I think he
They're
intended
all
it as a
little.
key ring, and have never used it.
Yeah, Prime Fork intended
It's
them all for key rings.
so cute.
I got more of them
Yeah,
up
the
there.
little family of tiny, weeny miniature slingshot frames.
All right, let's zoom back out.
I'm just going back through the messages. Prototype. So February 14th.
Back to
So
this
yeah,
document.
that's exciting, Paul.
Valentine's
Where is
Day is
my
that
rooster?
14th?
Where is the rooster? Where is my rooster? Poor old Al. He's lacking roosters on all fronts.
Yeah.
Um,
But what I was trying to say is Jorge's playing with a pickle fork and actually doing pretty good.
cool. Well, I definitely will. I will definitely leap that hurdle this visit. I promise. To all of you now, you are witness to me promising that I will try and shoot pickleball. So, yeah, Robert said Alan, many others working on his place and shop. Yeah. So, Robert, I am going to try and I've slightly rearranged the trip. So, I am going to try and get out your way. So, we'll see. I might make it to Texas. It'll only be East Texas. I won't be able to see the whole of the Lone Star State. Not that I want to. I'll be honest, but and I've
Texas
already
is
been to
Texas.
Texas, so I have seen some of it. So but I would come to Texas. Just saying, I would come to Texas for you, Robert. How's that? Does that sound better? Right. Paul's cooking curry, sanding the prototype. Yeah. Just admit you're playing with your dick. Yeah, I'm surprised getting the
Weston, hey, careful now.
Jorge's. I'm sorry, I don't want to get you demonetized, brother.
All right,
But
we're gonna
Paul
do
said it.
something since there's people in here. Adam, you're gonna pick a number in your head from 1 to 50,
All right,
and
already
these
picked
guys
it.
in here are gonna pick a number from 1 to 50, and whoever's
Okay,
closest to the number in Adam's head is gonna get one of my skeleton
sounds good.
key tie tools.
Fantastic. Well, I'll pretend like I'm not looking because otherwise I could be accused of making a choice and changing my number. Look at them all. Look at those numbers come in.
Give it
So I
about a
know who's
minute.
closest so far. Oh, yeah, I know I said that, but I couldn't stop because people just went, and suddenly there were. I was like, I'm not going to look at the numbers, and suddenly there were 12 numbers there.
12 numbers.
But I'm not
popped up.
cheating, guys. I had a number the moment he said it. I had a number in my head, and so I know what that number is, and I shall announce it when Leon's ready. I don't know who's got it, if anyone.
Give him about another minute. That way, if somebody.
Horseflies suck. Fuck,
Did you ever try
bit
shooting
me
one?
twice. Not while it's on my leg, no. Oh, every time I hit something with this, I laugh hysterically. It's madness. Doggy's taken every name under the every number under the sun. Look at him. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
All right,
54,
go ahead,
473,
What was your number?
928. What was my number? 37. That was the number I chose in my head when you said it. So you can scroll back and tell me if anyone got it. Pointless me trying to shoot
What'd you say it was?
shoot a 40 mil. 37.
Paul got it right on the nose.
Is that our Matthew?
Matthew, hello, sir. How are you this evening?
How you doing, brother? Glad to hear your lady is getting better. Very, very happy to hear that.
That's awesome to see Heidi's up and.
Yeah, she's controlling her own TV remote now, man. You've got no job.
Paul, you have to send me your address so I can get it to you.
Oh, just nailed the 40 mil with it.
That I turn into wrap and tuck tools.
Did Paul win?
Yeah,
sorry,
Paul
I didn't. Sorry, did I say 37? No, I wasn't thinking 37 at all.
I don't even know where I threw it at, but yeah, one of my skeleton keys I turned into a wrap and tuck tool.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So you got,
Jorge knows what the score is. You forgot to mention the winner has to be in the US.
No, I ship everywhere.
Well, if you wait long enough, he might be in the US.
That's nice.
Oh God, no, sorry. I unintentionally mentioned politics by proxy there. I retract that statement. You thought you heard 47. Oh God, me and my English accent speaking English, eh?
Before you know it, she'll be home, Matthew.
I'm nailing shit with this now. Now that I've dialed in, I hit the
All
40.
right,
The 40's disappeared because I've knocked it right up into the tree. I'm gonna have to go and retrieve it.
Oh, Adam. He can't hear us right now because his earbuds didn't work at the beginning of the thing, so he took them out. So you guys can say whatever, and he can't hear us. He don't even have shoes on.
Why would I have shoes on? What are you talking about?
That's where you want to be, Matt.
The worst that's in this grass here is deadly snakes. Like, why would I want shoes on?
I'm barefoot too, but I'm in the house.
She's totally well then, mate. If she's bossing you around, she should be up. She should be up and moving. There you go.
The picture he posted on Facebook, she looked smiling. That was good to see.
That was it. Like the first few photos when she came out, she didn't look very with it or happy, and obviously because she was only just conscious. But now she looks like just looks like Heidi in a hospital bed, which is not good, but better. So
pretty soon she'll be at home. Telling them what to do.
Annie knows where it's at. Walking around barefoot is the way to go.
I used to
If you
till I
can.
broke my feet too many times, and I can't walk outside barefoot anymore.
What's that score you just quoted, Al? I have no idea. The Kansas City Chiefs and
Buffalo,
Buffalo.
yeah,
Is that football?
football, yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that, doggy. We do not need you escaping, bro. Got to keep you contained. Keep you in the pound. Who let the doggy bones out? Woof, 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 woof. That'll be that Leon with his skeleton keys.
I just thought it was something different. You know what I mean? If you don't like to, did you just fling the frame?
Yes, I shot it, and because I don't grip it, I often just brace. I just
I'm gonna make you a
that
pinky lanyard for that thing.
like that. I'll use my little finger to
But
brace it. I don't really hold it very tight.
if I
So
make you
sometimes I'm
if I
holding
make
it
you a
so
pinky
gently.
lanyard, did you ever see a pinky lanyard for them?
Yeah, just a little
I'm
one
gonna
because
make
the
you
hole
one.
is so
Yeah.
small. What is it? It's like a 1/4 inch hole, probably.
Oh, I can make you a regular
Maybe.
lanyard. I just use microcord for the center. But I think a
Yes, maybe a
pinky
4 mm,
lanyard would be
5 mm hole.
better. That's what I do with all my little ones. They have pinky lanyards on, and they just lock right into my pinky, and you
That's what I
don't
need.
even have to grip them. Yep, we'll make you one when you come.
Who runs marathons?
Well,
Me?
that's all good, Annie. I appreciate it.
Reconnecting with nature. That's a beautiful thing, Annie.
Everybody needs to reconnect with nature.
Everyone needs to reconnect with nature if they've not connected already.
So, Paul, are you having hairy fish stickers made? Because if you are, I need a couple.
I'm going to get some stickers made, but I'm not going to do it till I get out to the UK.
Did you
There's no
guys
point
see
in me rushing.
Matthew kicked back and taught Jeremiah how to make breakfast? Now he don't have to do that now. That little Jeremiah
Yeah, that was
cooking.
fantastic.
That was great.
I loved that. I loved that video. That was great. It was
Their whole
the egg.
channel makes my day.
The egg bit got me completely. That was just so good. Like, you push it this way, and he just looked at you like, "Don't tell me what to do. I
You're
know
right.
about
Yep.
this stuff." And then he grabbed hold of the pan, and he was like, "Dad, it's hot. Sort it out for me." So it was like, I'm totally in control until I'm not. And then it was like,
Yep.
sort it all out for me. And then once he was back in control, he was like, "Yes, move aside, annoying adult.
Right.
I got me some eggs. Right, I'm ready to go." And then hearing Matthew go, "Hey, son, don't leave me out." Like, what? That was brilliant. It's just brilliant.
It was awesome. I don't care what I'm doing when their videos pop up. I watch them.
And actually, that's the biggest disappointment about ACC for me, is that I'm not going to be able to get whooped by Matthew's son. Right? Like, he would totally whoop me in a tournament as well, which would be brilliant.
Oh yeah, he's a heck of a shot.
Yeah. What have we got? So you're going to juice. Who are you going to juice up, Paul? Actually, don't answer that. I don't even want to know. Just waiting on the badge pin backs, and I'll send those. Cool. I know what you're making, right? Do I ever snap a sidewinder snake with a slingshot? No, because we don't have sidewinders here. Well, not in my part. And the closest encounter with a snake I've had recently was with a big eastern brown, just through those trees, through there. And I was walking through. I've got my woods courses through there. And I was walking through it, and I was really being careful because the grass is quite long. So I'm no snake, no snake, no snake. Looked sideways, saw the target through the trees, took a shot, took one step forward, and my foot came down literally 6 inches from the body of a eastern brown snake that was probably the width of my wrist.
Annie, where are you
And I
from?
could just see a chunk of body, like 10 inches of body, right? And I'm
Smart.
like, I don't know where its head is. I don't know where its tail is. And I was a bit freaked out, but it wasn't moving, and it had this sort of weird You know how if you leave a steak out for too long, it gets that sort of disturbing slimy blue tint to it, that iridescent color,
I don't know how.
when it's starting to go rotten, it's starting to decompose. Well, this snake had that on top of it. And I was like, oh, maybe it's dead, right?
There's
So I did the thing. Hey, Mark.
Go ahead. You're breaking up, Adam.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah. You're coming back in. You're starting to.
I'm much closer to the internet point here.
Yeah, now you're about all right now. Yep. But there's a
Okay.
website. Oh, can somebody put that website up for Annie that has all the tournament dates and places on them?
Oh, yeah. This.
I
I
forget what the
can't.
name of it
So
is.
we can't even. So we can't comment in our own live. What's that about? Or can
Yeah,
I? Hero? No.
I don't know.
Live
I
chat.
don't think we can. If we had like an iPad or something beside us, we could. But we
Yeah,
can't do it
I'm not
on
going to
our
do
own device.
multi-device.
There you go. Weston put it
It
up
is.
there.
It's
Slingshotcalendar.com.
slingshotcalendar.com.
Yep.
Correct.
And if you
Thanks,
put that
Weston.
website in, it'll tell you where all the tournaments are and what dates they are.
Oh, come on, Paul. At least try and pretend you're in some sort of French-speaking Canadian thing. Actually, you're not in French-speaking Canada, are you? So you don't have to go, excuse-moi. Excusez-moi?
And
You do need another device,
all these guys on here
Mark.
are Slingshot guys. So if you want to go to their channels and check them out, Mark's
Yeah,
pretty much
indeed.
the big wig here. ATO
Yeah, Mark.
Slings is one of the big wig channels.
Yeah, go check out Mark's channel. Check out everyone's channels. They've all got something to
Yeah.
offer.
Yep.
Even mine, which is not saying much. So anyway, the snake story. Yeah, I poked this thing and its head popped out of the grass about a meter away from me. This thing was about 3 meters long, so about 10 foot long. And it was not impressed that I'd poked it because I later realized that what I'd interpreted as decomposition was it laying there getting ready to shed its skin.
There you go, Annie. Now you can just click on people's names and go straight to their channels.
So that was a lucky escape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having this conversation probably.
Yeah, you got lucky.
I did
That
get
day
lucky
you
with that
sent me
one.
that picture of that brown snake right at your front steps. I'm like, did you do something with it? You're like, no, I just left it slither under and go out the other side. I'm like, what if he comes back at night? And you're like, well, he comes back.
Yeah. I mean, what's the point in worrying about it, man? It's like, if you were worried about that, no one would live in Australia, right? Because they'd all be paranoid about getting hurt. But the thing is, you don't really get hurt.
I'd be out trying to pick up all the wombats.
You
I
pick
love
up all
them
the
little
wombats.
things.
Yeah, they are cool. And you're absolutely right, Paul. I was lucky because he couldn't see me very well, or she couldn't. And I just stood there and let her settle down, and then she just slithered off. I walked slowly backwards and away from her and carried on down the path. And I looked back, and she was slithering off in the opposite direction to try and find a
Mark
place where
acted.
a
Was
stupid
was
woman
that a
wouldn't
brown
poke her.
snake?
Yeah, it was a brown snake.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, it was an eastern brown. It was about 10 foot long, mate. About as big as my wrist in the middle.
Yeah.
I have skinny wrists, but she was a big girl. She was a big girl.
She might
And
have
I
just
was very
eaten
lucky.
too, so that might have helped.
Because I'll be honest, Mark, I already know that snakes get that, because I've kept snakes. I remember that they used to get an iridescent sheen, but it's been so long. Must be like 25 years since I've had a snake living in the house. So I just forgot about it. And because it was so still and I couldn't see it breathing, I couldn't see it moving at all, I was like, this snake is dead. It's been hit by the mower or something. And when I touched it, I didn't poke it, but I did touch it gently with the tip of a stick. And it's like I touched it here, and the head popped up over here. It's like, whoop.
Slingshot
Are they
Warrior,
venomous?
hello.
Eastern browns are very venomous. Yes, lion slinger. They're not. The strength of their venom is not necessarily as high as some of the other species out here, but they pump a lot of it into you when they bite you. So in absolute terms, yes, they are venomous, very venomous. But
I
also
don't care
very
if they're
common.
venomous or not. They're not getting near me to do anything.
Yeah, whatever. Most snakes have a degree of venom. It's just like people say, oh, venomous. Is it a venomous snake? Obviously, constrictors don't, but all the colubrids are venomous to some extent. The rear fanged and the front fanged. Like rear fang colubrids, it's just they don't hurt you. They're not gonna inject venom in you. And a lot of snakes
Appreciate
dry
you
bite
stopping
anyway.
by, Slingshot Warrior.
Hey, Slingshot Warrior. See, there's another person who's not embarrassed to have an unmanageable YouTube handle like me. Slingshot Warrior -outdoors. And that's exactly the sort of situation that gets us in trouble, Slingshot Warrior. Because that hyphen, and in my case, the underscore, prevent people from finding our channel. Because it's like it's sling shooting down under and they can't find it. And Robert does it as well with Roper Redefined. It's like Roper_Redefined. That's very true, Paul. The babies have less control over everything. It's like all babies, really. 6.5
I'll give
foot
you a mod
Colombian
until you
red-tailed boa.
don't deserve to have it
Fantastic.
anymore. But everybody on here is pretty chill, and I trust most everybody on here.
Jorge, the worst thing to worry about is the blue-ringed octopus. I don't know. I mean, I know what you mean, but yeah, Paul's right. Drop bears are much more dangerous.
I'm still coming down there, and I'm going to box one of them kangaroos.
I know you are. I know you're totally intent on doing it. If you want to do it, then firstly, you have to get over here. Now, then you have to find somewhere where you can box a kangaroo without anyone seeing you, because if someone sees you, they'll probably get really grumpy about it, and you could get in trouble for it. Like if you box a kangaroo just arbitrarily, you just walk up to a kangaroo and punch it in the head, you're going to get in trouble because they're a protected species. They're not a protected species. They're an indigenous species, so they are protected under law to a certain extent. I guess if you
So you're
were on a
telling me
farm,
if a kangaroo walks up to me and punches me, and I punch it back, I can get in trouble.
theoretically, yeah, I think it would be less likely if you had been actively attacked because you could say I was defending myself. But if it just walked up to you and you smacked it in the head, firstly, it would look at you really shocked and then try and kick the shit out of you. Okay, and that's the thing with kangaroos is that their little front feet have really sharp claws and they put their head back and they rake. It's when they kick their back legs because their back legs are really, really strong, just terrifyingly strong. So
Slingshot Warrior, to answer your question, only certain part of Australia slingshots are illegal.
Where are we? Sorry, I got lost. We've got the drop bear. I'll explain about drop bears in a minute, Annie. Box jellyfish are just a pain. Yeah, stingers. It's smaller than a quarter. You can't feel the bite. It is absolutely very, very poisonous, but I have never seen one, Jorge. So in terms of the most dangerous, not really. Because your chances of you coming across one are very slim. Aren't slingshots illegal in Australia? Only in New Jersey. Yeah, they're illegal in certain states. Slingshot Warrior, a bit like in the US. However, not as it's a lot more restrictive than in the US. So where I live in Queensland,
black band.
when I'm in here in Queensland, they're not illegal, but they are a weapon under the Weapons Act. So they're still controlled by the same things that the Weapons Act controls. Like you're not allowed to brandish them in public. You're not allowed to walk around with them. Like I'm not legally allowed to walk around in public with a slingshot in my pocket. But I won't get into the legality. Basically, okay here in Queensland, not okay in New South Wales, where Christian is, okay in the ACT, not okay in Victoria, okay in Tasmania, okay in South Australia, not okay in Western Australia, and okay in the Northern Territory. From memory. Anyway, there we go. Mark, I went to see a cassowary in person, closest thing to dinosaur. Yep, I've been fortunate enough to sit and be very close to one in the wild, up in the Daintree, up far north Queensland, and it was astonishing. I've seen them in zoos. I've been close to them through fencing, but having one just walk straight up to me was, yeah, astonishing. They're just incredible creatures, and again, not something you want to mess with. You don't want to fight a cassowary. Definitely not. That will disembowel you. They are literally the closest thing to raptors that we still have on the planet. Well, I'm glad you learned something, Annie. I don't know what you learned, but whatever it is, I'm glad you're glad.
Drop bears.
Oh, the drop bears. Yes,
Yeah.
they're basically, they look like koalas, but they're not. They're dangerous. And they're definitely the most invasive dangerous species is not necessarily Brits, mate. That's a little bit judgmental. Let's just include all non-indigenous Australians in that. because quite a lot of them came from German stock and Dutch stock and Irish stock. And let's not just blame the English, okay?
Yeah, TikTok woman, something you should worry about.
You have Australian friends, a guy from Tasmania. Tasmania is lovely, mate. Right? I would definitely still consider moving to Tasmania. It's a beautiful state. Not many people there either, which is also very attractive to me. It's the same in Alberta. I can have them on property, but if I step on the sidewalk, I'm arrested. I can open carry a boomerang. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that, Jorge. If a boomerang is designated a weapon under the Queensland Weapon Act 1990, then no, I would not be allowed to carry a boomerang in public. Not that anyone would. Like, I mean, this is the thing. I have walked around in public with a slingshot in my pocket, and no one has stopped me and gone, "You are carrying a weapon." But theoretically, you could be charged under the act. There is legislation to allow you to be in trouble.
It'd be pretty stupid if they went and pushed it that far, though.
Yeah, that's it. Annie, I don't know. I've always heard the most dangerous creature on earth to watch out for in nature is a ticked off woman. Correct. Absolutely. The woman scorned. It's a scary thing, mate.
Definitely is. But we're on here for an hour and 20 minutes. What do you think?
Yeah, whatever, mate.
People are still talking. You still got time?
Yeah. I'm. My next lot of farm duties is going to be about an hour's time. I'll have to get some food at some point between now and then, but I'm not. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
We'll go for at least another 15, 20 minutes.
So apart from the Devils, you're talking about the New Jersey Devils there, Paul. See what I did there? I brought it back to hockey. Archery with a bow and slingshots. He's good with a sword. Cool. I didn't know there was anyone down in Taz doing that sort of stuff that was that interested in that many things. But that's cool, man. Do Tasmanian devils really do that spitting noise from the cartoon? They do make a weird noise, but I don't know that it's really the spitting noise, no. They're quite cool, though. They're very weird
New Jersey,
creatures.
you're not allowed having slingshots at all.
No. Or New York. Am I right?
I got to be up at 2:30, so I can be out the door at 3.
Go easy, Mark. I'll be in touch, brother. I'm definitely still coming to visit you.
Oh, my.
You do that, Christian. The worst creature is a TikToker with a full battery. Yeah, I'm kind of more down with that, Jorge. You know, a pissed off woman is something that I can just go, okay, I accept you're upset and I can get my head around that. a TikToker with a full battery, I don't think I'll ever get my head around.
Oh, cripes almighty. So how long are you farming for? How long
How
are
long
they
am I?
going
What,
this
son?
time? How long are they going this time?
Who? The
Your mate.
oh, sorry, the landlords.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an overnighter. So I'm just looking after. I
Okay.
looked after them last night, and I'm looking after the various living things until they get back today sometime. Could be before 6:30, could be after. I don't know. So I might wrap it up mid afternoon, or I might be going till sundown. Why can't you
I'm
have
not.
slingshots in New Jersey? I'm assuming
It's just the
because of some
law.
sort of state-based law. This is the problem. Well, not the problem, but this is a side effect of state versus federal regulations. You know, is you never really know
Al,
what the regulation is.
Al
Any
asked
funny
this
movies?
question before.
Well, Al likes to hit me up for film recommendations. And the trouble is, I haven't been watching a lot of films recently. Um, but what was it I watched? I'll tell you what I watched last night, and it was bloody awful. And it was awful, but it was awful in a kind of crap, high production B movie type of way. You know, it was just weird. It was Arthur, King of Legend, or something. It was that Guy Ritchie film where he's obviously just got a bunch of name actors, paid them, and then got a bunch of his mates, like David Beckham and other fucking people who aren't actors. You know, oh, I'm a useless footballer, but I think I want to be an actor, right? And he just, it was just a really bad rewriting of the Arthurian legend with high budget CGI. They were trying to do a Lord of the Rings type thing, and they just made up a story and just put Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table into it, and it was just shit. But so
Sounds like it.
shit that I actually found it quite entertaining. If you know when you reach that point beyond which you go, this is irretrievable. This movie is no longer worth me watching for the movie, so I'll just watch it to laugh at it, and that's basically what I do.
Yeah.
Slingshot Warrior Outdoors. You're in Maryland. Glad you don't live in New Jersey. I'll be scooting around the New England climbs in about a month's time. I arrive in Boston on the 10th of March, and then I'll be scooting around New England for a few weeks and southern or southeast Canada. Because hey, you know, Vermont, Montreal, it's easy to get in there. And then yesterday I was like, oh, I have to rearrange my plans. Oh, that's going to be awkward. Shit, I've got to be back in Boston halfway through that 3 weeks. What am I going to do? And then I looked, am I going to be able to get up and see Mark? And I was thinking about that. And then I looked on a map. It's only 5 hours from Boston to Montreal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 5 hours? Oh, fuck it. I'll just drive
He's
up.
heading out the
What the fuck? It just,
first week of June, ain't you? Flying back home.
when I fly back on the 8th of June, Weston.
So I'll be the last peckerhead he sees in the States before he heads out.
Well, yes, probably. Because I'll see you after ECST. So I'll see a whole bunch of people at ECST, but then I'll. Do I make
Well, you're coming
100
back.
mil? Oh, is Chris still here? He went out for a quick doob, I think. Australia has more venomous animals, and we have animals that could tear you apart. Yep, we have a few animals that could tear you apart, but
Just a few.
no Florida excursion. Not as such, mate, but I am going to be in New Orleans, and I will be driving along the Panhandle as I head up through southern Georgia to Savannah and then into the Carolinas. So, or more specifically, yeah, that's exactly where I'm going to go. So, like Georgia. So probably the closest I'd get to you is I might I might scoot along the kind of Pensacola panhandle bit, but I don't know. It hasn't really. There's nothing set in stone, Jorge. There are certain targets I have to hit, and everything in between is pretty flexible. So yeah, I mean, who knows? I might risk coming to Florida. I don't often do it because it scares me, but I might, for you, I might make an exception. Plus, you are literally the only
ECST
you're
is
literally
gonna
the
be
only person I
awesome
know
this
in
year.
Florida, brother. Right? I mean, I understand we were going to catch up at ACC, but I also understand that Matthew has other priorities, and I respect that. So that is looking like it won't happen, which means it's looking like you won't be heading to Alabama. So maybe I should divert to come and see you. How would that be?
Well, you're going to the Tennessee gathering, ain't you?
I'm going to Tennessee, but Jorge isn't, as far as I know.
Well, I thought he said if he wasn't going to ACC, he was going to hit the Tennessee one.
Really?
I might be
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
Okay,
He
he
said
may not. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, you know, so I'll be 8 hours from you when I'm where? When I'm in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, I will be driving east from New Orleans. I may loop into Texas first and go west, and then loop back round. But I mean, you know, you lot all talk about, ah, man, I'm 8 hours from you. It's like fucking. That's 8 hours is a drive. It's a single drive. Right?
Just suck it up, Jorge, and come to ECST.
We'll talk
You'll
about
need
it,
a
Jorge.
plane.
Man,
You'll
we'll
need a
get
plane
something
to get
sorted,
there, but
brother. We'll get something sorted. Don't worry. The worst comes to the worst. We'll just get a little fucking GoFundMe going, and we'll get you a plane ticket to ECST. Right? We'll work
there
something out.
you go.
Toffee crisp.
We'll get something going on.
Hang on. So no, hang
We'll
on.
get
So
you a tournament
Paul is
this year
talking about
sometime.
coffee crisps. Now, coffee
Oh,
crisps are different to toffee crisps because I really like. So I do like toffee crisps. There are something that we had in the UK and so on. But coffee crisps are something that Paul keeps trying to get me into. So I don't know whether is it a Canada thing? It's only a Canada thing?
Oh, one of them things that I got from you that I like so much. Oh, what's the name of them? Them little bars.
What did I send out to you? So
That I got more of. That my mom got me more of.
Tim Tams.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little
Chris
biscuits.
told me I needed to throw them in the bin.
Yeah, well, Chris
like
is weird.
them.
He's German. Chris is German. Don't listen to anything he says. He wouldn't
Then
know.
I told him I was eating Vegemite on crackers, and he really thought I was fucked up.
Yeah, well, I thought you were fucked up for that, so that's not unreasonable. That is just weird as fuck. So where are we? I'm just trying to catch up on all their little comments here. ECST is Leon, remove the wrench, doggy. Do appreciate it, but he likes to be on incognito.
Hey man,
Doggy's going under the radar. ECST is 15 hours from you, Jorge. Well, fuck, man. I mean, I'd say just come with me. The trouble is, you'd have to take 2 months off work, right? And I mean, if you can take 2 months off work, brother, I will drive to Florida. I will pick you up, and I'll drive you all the way to ECST over a month and a half, and we'll visit a bunch of places on the way. I'm easy. I'm doing it anyway, right? Like anyone wants to catch me on the journey and sit in the car for a few days and see some stuff they haven't seen, or go somewhere, or fly to a hub and I'll pick you up and we'll go for a road trip and then I'll drop you back to an airport. Like the point is, I'm hiring the car anyway. I'm going anyway. You know, if people want to do that, that's cool. I'm easy. Avoid the big cities this summer. Trust me. Well, I do trust you, but I don't know why I should be avoiding the big cities, apart from the fact they're cities. And yes, I did drive through half Australia to see Chris. Twice, in fact. Coffee Crisp are in the US as well. I will give them a go, mate. You'll have to remind me. Steven's here.
Oh, there's going to be another live this week with Christian down under Catapult when his package arrives. He told me he'd do a live with me.
Oh, Roper, you like the Chiquito? Was that a good one, man? I never really asked you if you tapped into the package that I sent and what you liked most. We'll have a chat about that privately. Vegemite, yeah, Vegemite's awesome, man. Don't listen to Christian. No one listen to Christian when he tells you about Vegemite. He doesn't know.
Paul, you ain't gonna have
Don't listen to that's classic. Don't listen to
100
Paul.
millimeter frame built in a day.
Leon, did you see Jorge's comment? Don't listen to Paul. A coffee crisp is the name of a gay porn star. Hey, lovelies, my name's Coffee Crisp.
My eyes are going blurry.
Sit down, let him find out the hard way. Oh dear. You off, doggy. Go easy, brother. Or did I misinterpret that comment? Me. Stephen, blah, da 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 da. Hey, doggy.
Well, you make them 95 millimeters right now, don't you, Christian?
I'm referring to cities in America. Riots this summer. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see, man. I'm not saying you're wrong, Warrior. I'm not saying you're wrong. I've given up living my life in fear. Sorry, I just can't do it anymore. What will be, and I will deal with it when it happens. So if I get caught in a riot somewhere, it'll just make some good. I'll have a camera with me. I just may get some Pulitzer-worthy photographs. You know, lots of gritty black and white photo reportage.
I can't wait till Christian decides to release a pickle fork.
What did Stephen say? Men at work liked it. Men at work liked what? Vegemite? I mean, they had to because they were Australian. Yeah, we'll definitely have a chat, Robert. Paul never done it, but it wouldn't be a problem. No, I knew Christian would be able to make you a 100 mil Eddie.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man. You want an Eddie in your collection?
He wouldn't be able to have it done by the time you leave.
Possibly. It depends how many other things he's got on his. I wouldn't want to pressure him to do it before he left, but he could. Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know how quickly it would get shipped. That's the problem. Slingshot Warrior. I prefer strawberry jam. With or without PB, Warrior? Well, honestly, Stephen, I wouldn't blame you for not having heard of it. I mean, why would you? It's just a weird, black, salty, savory yeast extract spread. And it therefore has a very kind of, it's a bit like Bovril or like beef extract. It has an even more specific target audience than beef extract, right? Hopefully with PB. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, Warrior, I am a bit of a fan of the old PB&J.
I took a picture of a piece of toast I made with Vegemite on it and sent it to Adam. He's like, no, way too much.
Way too much. There's like, see, I don't understand. I make it really easy for people. I say, here's some Vegemite, spread it thinly, right? Really thinly, right? I don't even go thinly. I go really thinly and drown that shit in butter, right? And then I get sent a photo by Leon and it looked like, half an inch of fucking Vegemite on dry toast. And I'm like, what the fuck?
The butter was drowned by Vegemite.
I know. And then Ethan was the same. Like the first time I sent Ethan Vegemite, he was like, dude, that Vegemite's really strong. And I said, well, I told you, don't put too much on. And he said, oh no, I spread it really thinly. And I went, what do you mean by thinly? And he went, well, just really thin. I didn't put very much on at all. And I went, are you talking really thinly, like really thin compared to PB&J? And he went, yeah. And I'm like, it's too much. I'm talking thinly compared to the amount of butter you might spread on a cracker.
Oh, look who
You know.
graced us with their presence. Jose made it.
What's going on? Who's going? So Chris is going. Oh, here we go. Chris is going. All right,
Jose
Chris,
made
go
it.
easy, brother.
But of
Jorge
course,
wants to know what you're up to.
them crisps you sent, I took them and scraped them into Vegemite and ate them that way. And you really thought that was
Yeah,
out of whack.
I just thought that was too. I thought that was too intense. I could forgive that more if you'd combined it with something else, maybe some cheese or something. Like if you'd been having cheese crackers and you were just dipping a little edge in the Vegemite before you put the cheese on, I could get that. I could get behind that. But using Vegemite as a dip, no,
Oh yeah.
just not. And you were like,
Why not?
yeah, fuck it. Yeah, this is really
Yeah.
good. It's super intense. So you
You get to
literally,
look like this, not doing stupid stuff.
man, you literally inherited, honorary Aussie status straight away. The moment you told me you were doing that, I was like, you're an Australian then, basically. So AGP tried Vegemite and it was funny. Yeah, loads of people have tried it and hated it, and some people really love it. I really like it, but you have to do it properly. I'll be bringing Vegemite out for everyone to try. So go easy, Stephen. Good to see you. Thanks for
Yes,
dropping in.
sir. Have a good evening night, Stephen. Hopefully you got your stove fixed. He was
So yeah,
tackling the element on his stove.
oh, I've done that before. It's a shit. They're meant to be really easy to change, but they're a complete pain in the ass. So by the time you need to change one,
Ask him if he likes Samsung products anymore.
who's Stephen?
Yeah.
Do you like Samsung products, Stephen? Adam Dutz.
He's batting 1,000 with them.
Technology. Who'd have it, eh? You like good old American fluff. Gotta love a bit of fluff, mate. Yeah, always good to have a fluffer.
We always knew Al was a fluffer.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's like, you just open. Al just did the comedy equivalent of backing up against a piece of hardboard and handing Paul a nail gun. Angry Grandpa said it smelled like it crawled out of a wallaby's ass. My question would be, Angry Grandpa, how do you know what a wallaby's ass smells like?
Right. Yeah.
Annie's still here. I thought Annie had sloped off secretly.
No,
I
gave her the wrench to go check out everybody's channels, and I think that's might be what she was doing.
Fantastic.
She's part of the crew. She made it this far.
Yeah, that's it. You're one of us now. One more of us, one less of them. Team Squatch Sling Shooting Down Under.
Yep.
I'm sure we can make a team name that's totally unmanageable for ECST. Team Squatch Shot Sling Shooting Down Under Up Over.
Down under, up over.
You've been bouncing? Damn. That's way too energetic. I don't do bouncing. My knees can't take it. I'm an old man.
I don't even bounce when I hit the ground anymore.
Reclining with my feet up. Oh, God, Paul had to do it, didn't he?
Yeah, he had to, didn't he?
She's not okay, but she is a smooth criminal. Now, can we move on?
Well, we'll go for 2 hours and then we'll call it.
I don't even know what 2 hours is. Oh, look, there's a little timer in the top. I could have checked myself, couldn't I?
Got another 14 minutes, 15 minutes.
I should probably shoot these tubes, shouldn't I? Oh shit! Let me just get because I never did.
That's
One
up
of my
to you.
favorite targets. Oh god, I can't get up. I hate being old. There we go.
Mr. Hicks, hello. How are you this evening?
Hey,
Thank you for stopping
good to see
by.
you. Lovely to see you. I shall go and show. Since you asked, Annie.
Yeah, you're gonna lose service going back out there, Adam.
I don't know they're my favorite targets, but they are. So all the damage you see is clay damage because I don't shoot steel at these. Whiffle. Bottle. 80 mil.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Very battered 60 mil. Go easy, Al. See you later. And then I've got my catch bag with a very, very battered 40.
Yes, he does, Adam. Paul said you need a disc, Adam.
I do need a disc. Well, I'll tell you what, while we're walking, I'll take you around the woods course. How's that? Would you like that?
Knuckles is still in here.
I may lose reception.
You lost that a long time ago.
How about now? Is that better?
Which package, Paul? Yeah, you're good. I just meant in general.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's just Australia, mate.
My favorite targets, I just shoot out spinners.
One of my targets has
You
disappeared.
can't beat a good old can.
You can't beat a good old can. I love a can. I do love a bean can as well because they last for ages. Yeah, one of my targets is gone. The branch it was hanging from has been shed from this tree. So I'm now wading through very long grass. So there may be a snake in here. So I'm going to go a bit easy.
Oh,
If there is
I don't know.
if there is a snake, I'll send you
I'll let you
pictures.
know later. You need to get one of them sickles so you can cut the brush as you walk.
Well, we normally just drive a tractor through, but it's been so wet here we haven't. So I've got a can hanging here. There it is. So where I was
you
walking
didn't
before
lose
is
it.
normally. No, I didn't. It's still there. So I got one there. I'm just going to show you the targets, not where I shoot them from. You can just assume that I'm shooting them from between 8 and 30 meters, depending on where they are.
That'll do good for the woods course practice.
Got one down at ground level there. I've actually added a few recently, so I can't remember where they all are. Oh, there's one up here, up in the tree. It's up there. And then we come round here. I am being very careful now because this is getting very long. Hey, Snakey, I'm coming through. If you're here, I'd really like it if you just fuck off.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to come into this bit because I can actually see what's going on. So this is where I encountered the big brown before. So that's one. Where else did I have one? Okay, there's some. So through here, like through all this, I've set it up so that I have to shoot these targets
Through the bush.
through the bush.
Through the
So
bush.
there's a couple through there. There's
Everybody
one propped up. There's another one there.
through the bush.
Where? Let me just. There, hanging up. Right, you can see the string. So that's that one there. And then there's one even further through there.
Yeah, we see it. I can see it.
Then we carry on round here. So yeah, this is
You
really
need to
nice.
get some, you need to get some 20 millimeter spinners and 12.5s out there somewhere.
Oh, I just walked through a big spider web. That was fun.
No, you Septa's Mrs. Family is gone now.
Yeah. I'm afraid. I'll show you one in a minute. There's a. I have got a wiffle ball hanging, and you can see that it's wrapped round the branch. That's because I've hit it. Okay.
The
So
ball's wrapped around the bush.
the ball is wrapped around the bush, Paul. For those of you who like spiders, anyone like spiders? I'll see if I can get him to focus. Yeah. Oh dear. He's not a happy chappy because I'm scaring the fuck out of him, but there he is.
He ain't no little spider, is he?
No, we don't have little spiders out here. We're like the Texas of weird animals. Everything's big and scary. Bit like Texan meals and burgers and steaks. Got one here. Got one through here. So normally what I do is I shoot that one from both sides, and then I end up being able to shoot that one hanging from the tree from about 20 meters. You can tell the ones that are further away when I shoot them because they got less dents in them. At least I'm honest. There's none of that. There's none of that. Here I am shooting from 473 meters bullshit with me because I can't hit anything at that range. Now there was definitely one around here. That's there we go. There's one over here. There's another one down
Australian
here.
Bush. You've been
There's
busy,
another one down
haven't you?
here. And I'm pretty sure there's another one up a tree somewhere that I've missed. Ah, yes. I have to go back because I passed it. Because it's new, I didn't notice it. Because I didn't have any elevation and I felt that was a shortcoming. So I started finding ways to put them higher. So there's one up there. Don't know whether you can see it. Let me see if I can find it now. Now that I've... Oh, bloody hell. Where is it?
Look at that perfect lie in the tree.
Just zoom out
I
a
see
bit.
the string.
No, it's actually propped on a branch.
I can't believe you don't have your
there it is.
mate shooting that lives there.
My what?
Your landlord. I can't believe you don't have them shooting yet.
No, he doesn't seem interested. Neither of them seem that interested. So, Weston, you are absolutely right, mate. It is an orb weaver. That particular species was a golden orb weaver, but we also have other types of orb weaver over here. So, well spotted, my friend. Stitch spiders. Cool. I'm glad we have people in this chat who are not instantly terrified by spiders. And I missed all the chat. Sorry. Right. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out of all this long grass. I'm going to switch me round. Switch me round. Woo! We're partying now. Oh dear me! Too many twigs on the floor, and I don't want to puncture my foot.
Oh yeah, you don't have no shoes on. That's right. Adam's out running the bush with no shoes on.
Yeah. And I mean, it wouldn't have made any difference if there was a snake in there because it would have struck me above my shoe anyway. But I just walked through another web.
You get pair of gators.
The joy.
Excuse me.
Basically,
gators.
my my superpower is if there's a web to walk into, I will walk into it. Normally right in the middle of my face, and the spider is about here, and it just goes thump. Right, I'm coming out. So that's my little woods course, everyone.
Little people dream of
Yeah,
having a course like that.
I know. I'm very, very fortunate where I'm staying at the moment. Oh, there's another web and another butterfly to distract me. Gosh, I'm so ADD. All right. Hurrah! I'm back to where I was before now. So there you go. It is indeed. I mean, that's not really. I guess it is. It is bush-like. If you had an Australian here, they would not describe that as the bush. They would just go,
No.
"Oh yeah, mate, you just got some trees in your yard." Right? Because it basically is like it's just a see the trees there. That patch
Yeah.
of trees at the back there. That's probably a couple of acres of eucalypt plantation that was here when they bought the property, and they just never took it out. So
He was
what
shooting a
is?
drop shot by Prime
Yeah,
Ford.
let me show you, man, because you missed it all. I was shooting my drop shot, but I started to get a problem with the Omega white bands. Started getting little holes in them, and I wasn't super comfy. It's got a nice lanyard by a certain Mr. Leon, and then I switched, possibly foolishly, to my little mini, and didn't hit anything until I hit stuff, and then I couldn't miss, and then I was getting super excited, but then I got distracted by the chat,
Yeah, Brooke,
and
he's
then
in
I
Australia.
switched. I'm in Australia, yeah, and then I switched to this little sucker with tabs and tubes, and I haven't actually shot that yet, but I'm about to. Who's
And you'll
Kate?
be shooting one of these before you go home from the US.
I will. I'll be pickling. I'll be pickling like with the best. I'll be creating kimchi and all sorts of other fermented pickled goods.
I'm
Kate's
thinking
bush.
about shooting a tournament with it.
Gotta love Kate. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's a goddess. Um, Specifically, Brooke, I am in southeast Queensland.
And frames Mark made them Avros. They're not a bad frame.
What are?
The Avros Mark made.
Oh yeah, no, I'm really interested to try one of them. As one of the reasons I'm going to go visit Mark is to see how that frame that he made sits in the hand, and then like if I like it, he's gonna get a call, you know, or an order placed for later fulfillment when he's not monetizing his channel or working or doing what grown-ups do.
Right.
That can is beginning to develop the black hole that attracts ammo. Yeah, still not as accurate with tubes for some reason. Not bad though. It's actually I have literally seen factors of improvement as soon as I put the tabs on.
No, Paul, we do not want to know what you do all day. Some things are best left to the imagination, buddy.
Yeah, I think Leon said it best.
Save that for your channel someday, Paul.
Oh, he will.
Oh, we know he will.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason I just don't find tubes as accurate.
Oh no, Annie, you didn't go there.
Although I'm actually thinking this may be because these tubes are slightly overpowering the clay at the length and draw that I've got them. So that might be another reason why they're not as accurate. That was accurate.
They threw me off. and brought me back. 2 hours, they shut it off and brought it back. You still there, Adam?
Yeah, just getting bitten by something. Not a snake.
2 hours. It said I lost service, threw me out, and said try reconnecting. And then
Sorry,
it
I've
started
got
my
my.
timer back over.
I'll be back in a second, mate. Hang on. Sorry,
Yep.
mate.
Oh, God, Paul. I'll send you to my OnlyFans page. Yeah, it's crazy. 2 hours. Exactly 2 hours.
My neighbour wants to borrow my toaster.
What?
Yeah.
Did you give it to him?
I haven't yet. I will. I just told him I was on a YouTube live, and he was like, "Oh, sorry."
Well, we can end this.
Yeah, all good, brother. It's been a good one. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, we've been on here. We've been on here for
We've
a
had a
minute
lot.
and 20 seconds now.
Well, you have only a minute and 20. I've been on
Yeah,
here
it shut us
2
off at
minutes.
2 hours.
They kept me on though. That was the weird thing.
Yeah.
So it just likes me more than you. That's because you
Right.
have too
Well, I
many
appreciate
subscribers.
everybody.
Yep. Bless everyone. Go easy. Stay accurate. Have fun. Be good to each other. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all at some point in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. In the next half a year, I shall be catching up with a great number of you. Oh, and Jose was here, and I didn't even notice. He just snuck in,
I
and now
told
he's
you he was
snucking
in
out.
here. He's been in here for about a half hour.
Oh, that shows how much I pay attention. Sorry,
You were
Jose.
doing your woods course walk.
Well, at least he got to see a bit of it.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
brother.
brother.
Thanks for
We'll catch
inviting
you
me.
on the next
Appreciate
one.
you. Definitely. Go
Later,
easy,
guys.
everyone. Laters.